man is not relenting. He thrives on the fight. He thrives on trying to rip my daughters away from my hands. He wants the kids full time so he can use and abuse them. The way he was putting syringes and putting things in my child, my newborn baby, like a guinea pig. Like a guinea pig to be used.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for watching. What is good guys? I am Jade if you're new here. So I don't know, I'm still going over all of Korra's videos and just highlighting the ones that are just so perplexing to me, the ones that are really outrageous. A lot is happening and it's getting really scary. In case you don't know, it's getting really scary. So many things are going on. Somebody sent me a video just now, and I'm going to go back and watch the video because some of the things that I saw in that video scared me. People have been conditioned to believe that this Justin was the end all and be all of Korra's life, of everything. But as I listen to Korra, as I listen to her pour out her heart, I can't feel anything but grief, pain. I can't help it but feel all those things for her because she really went through a lot. I don't think Korra will come out. Like, if you really need to know the kind of person that Korra is and how much she hyped this man, just go and watch past videos and see the way she put this man on a pedestal. Like this man was all and all and all. She showered this man with so much respect. Like it's not even something that, oh, she's saying it now. Just go back and watch, pick any one of the videos from maybe 2021 and watch it. So for her to come out now and be talking, there's a video that she did yesterday where she says she's not keeping quiet anymore. She says her book is coming out, and from yesterday she counted 11 days that her book will be out in 11 days. Korra is really scared. She said that people should know if anything should happen to her, that people should know exactly who to hold responsible if anything should happen to her. And when you see the way some people have been towards Korra, if you see just how violent some people's utterances have been towards Korra, like somebody sent me an audio conversation of somebody who called into a show. I'm telling you guys, it gave me goosebumps. Like people are so invested. What exactly did Korra do to warrant all of that? Like I'm listening to this audio, this conversation, phone conversation. Somebody called in, and I'm listening to this conversation. I'm thinking to myself, you that is this caller, what exactly did she do to you? Are you related to Justin? The answer is no, unless of course he has some Nigerian relative somewhere. So Korra has been visited with all manner of threats. You have people threatening that all these things that Korra is doing, it will only take one bullet to end all of this. That it will only take Justin one bullet. Like for somebody to utter such a word out of their mouth. Somebody sent me that audio. Like I'm just like, wow. For somebody to utter such a thing out of their mouth. Korra is really scared. Yesterday when she was talking about the coming her upcoming book, she was saying that if anything happens to her, that people should know who to hold responsible. I don't even think she has even begun to scratch the surface of everything that she went through. I don't even think she has begun to scratch the surface. Every day I'm getting inboxes, people making threats, people posting threats on comment sections. I don't push those things, I don't post them because I don't want to put it into the ether. I say this all the time that I believe in the forces of nature. As powerful as the good forces of nature are, there also are very powerful evil forces of nature. Because even the Bible says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and power, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what the Bible said. So when I see some of these threats that people, like, I get things all the time because people know that I talk about Korra all the time. I try to highlight some of the things that she goes through. So whenever they see like a really scary comment or something, they will send it to me and say, Jade, can you please bring this to light? Look at what somebody sent. Or if there is a call in, somebody called in and left veil threats or not so veil threats. They'll cut the clip and send it to me. I make a judgment call whether or not to publish them on my platform. Most times the reason why I don't publish them because I don't want to put those things in the ether. I don't want to put them out there. I don't want to let them circulate out there. But it has really, really gotten out of hand. It has. For her to be saying those things yesterday, that if anything happens, that just told me that this girl is going through so much. A lot of it she's not even going to share. Because if you're a spiritual person, you believe that, okay, you believe in the forces of nature, you are usually very mindful of the things that you put out there into the world. You are very mindful of the things that you put out there into the universe. And so you are guarded, you're mindful of the things you say. But this has gotten so like, and what is even so sad is the fact that it is our own people. If you want to criticize somebody for whatever reason, you don't like them, go ahead and criticize them. But for you to make threats, life altering threats to somebody over matter where not concern you at all. You and Justin didn't know nobody from a can of paint. Now social media here, now all of us see body. My God. Like, I don't even understand. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. Our people, they kind of hate. Like, they just take this hate to a different level. There is this thing that they say in this part of the world that all skin folks ain't kin folks. The more I get older, as I get older, I really start to ponder. I have really started pondering over that statement. Because if you're young, you assume that, oh, this person is a black person, you can trust this person. This person is a Nigerian person, you can trust this person. But as you go through life, you see that some people are just batshit crazy. Some people are just, it's just so weird. How can you dedicate so much emotion into somebody that you don't even know? This woman, before the reason I can tell you now for free, not because Korra told me or anything, but because I understand the human condition. I understand how humans behave. The only reason that Korra came out to defend herself, to kind of push back on some of the things that Justin was saying about him, was because it was taking a toll on her reputation. The entire time that she was silent, that's the thing that I don't understand about our people. I mean, I get it, but just I'm saying I don't understand because I don't know how else to put this. When Korra didn't say anything, they took Justin's word 100% as the gospel. They believed everything that he said, every single thing that he said. But now that the woman decided that my reputation is on the line, if I want to entertain these people, if I really want to have a future in the entertainment business, I'm not just going to sit back and allow this man continue to tarnish my image. When we know that we come from a country, or should I say, when she knows that we come from a country where everybody is pretending as if they are perfect, to hear somebody's husband come out on social media and say to the entire world she was having sex with somebody else whilst she was pregnant with my child. Do you know how detrimental that is to her main audience, who are Nigerians, who are Africans? To have somebody that was once upon a time the closest person to you to say those things about you to the general public, because at that point he has no other intention than to just see you, to bring you down. And you, because you care about your reputation, you want to have a future in the entertainment industry, and such reputation is very unbecoming, is not something that anybody will embrace. So she came out and she defended herself. And all of a sudden, people started saying, why did you defend yourself? So it's a question of damned if you do and damned if you don't. And now people are making threats. People are putting ideas in Justin Dean's head, pushing dangerous things, suggestions into the ether, into the universe, that one bullet will stop this. Like what kind of evil resides in the heart of our people? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Everywhere she go, the people that are attacking Korra more than anybody else are our own people. Like, I'm not saying that everybody should take her side, or because she's Nigerian or because she's black, but be fair. Be fair. And also, don't carry it as a contract, like, oh, you have to do this now because Justin is your long lost cousin or what. Like, the whole situation is so scary. You guys, if I tell you the things that I see in my inbox, if I tell you the things that I see in my inbox, the kind of threats that Korra gets, the kind of like, just things. This is why I say, and I will continue to say this. So I know that some people that support Korra don't like me saying this. None of you support Korra more than me. But let me tell you something. The way I love that girl, I've never met her. I don't know her from a can of paint. My feelings towards her is a feeling that I have for my little sister, that I would have if I had a little sister. That's the kind of feelings that I will have for her. The way, because I have seen her, like, the things that are being done to her are so unfair, unjustifiable. So that's why I'm saying, anyway, I'll leave that for another day. And today, just focus on the fact that our own people are taking the lead, role in dragging this woman, in wishing her death, in wishing her all manner of things. Until waiting because she married Oyinbo, she talk say she not go do again. Who is this bastard? Please get lost. Princess whatever, Ogun kill you. If you don't know what is Ogun because you're not a Nigerian, go and ask Princess Smoker Hunter. Go and ask what is Ogun, and that's what's going to kill you. Everlasting bastard. Nonsense. And the people that are taking the lead role in this pitchfork situation, this killer situation, are our own people. It is so ridiculous. And this girl is pouring out her heart. Imagine a mother, a woman who just had a baby. She's watching her husband inject her baby with something that she clearly doesn't understand. If she knew what it was, I'm sure she would have mentioned it. She has no idea. In addition to all the other things that if you've ever studied mental health, if you study psychology, you will know that Korra presents all of the characteristics, all of the symptoms of a battered woman, of an abused woman. She presents everything, down to the constantly going back and forth on how she feels about him with regards to the things that he says. She presents it to a T. Anybody that talks anything to me anti-Korra, you are getting blocked. You are getting blocked. Okay? Take that nonsense someplace else. There's no room for that. She gets enough hate from all of you from outside. So my platform, My platform is not going to be a safe haven for you guys to feel comfortable, to trash her, to bash her, to do all kinds of things. We're not doing that here. We are not doing that here. She gets enough of that, not just outside on other anti-Korra platform, but also on her platform. People are actively posting awful things about her while they are watching her. People are hate watching her. So we're not going to do that here. I don't care. I don't care if I have how many people, as long as we share the same opinion, those are the people that are allowed in my space. Let me tell you, I do have a full-time job. YouTube is also a job for me. Content creating is also a job for me that I take very seriously, and I am proud of it. But I have a job also outside of content creating. Okay, so I'm not hungry like that. So your views, if it means you coming here and trashing this woman who is already down, who is already being trashed by you people. If you think you can come here and do it on my channel, you have something else coming. It's not happening. Not on my page at all. You will be blocked. The things that I see, like I said, because I'm a very spiritual person, I believe so much in the forces of nature. I don't like to push them. But this one that you guys sent to me, this audio conversation of somebody publicly wishing this woman something awful like this. This one passed me. This one was too strong for me. It was too strong for me to ignore. It's too much. What did she do to you? What did she ever do to you guys? If you guys want the man, go and carry him now. If you think you can do a better job, if you think that you make a better wife or a better lover or a better girlfriend, the man is there. He's free. He's a free agent. Go and carry him. But for you to bring so much hate towards this woman who's just trying to raise her kids, all of the legal aspects, all of the legal things that you guys have done have fallen on deaf ear, have fallen flat over a man who is very, very obvious that all he cares about is making money. The only reason he wants those children is because of money. If social media wasn't paying him, that man would have been gone. So, like I was saying about Korra, but there's one thing that she has been consistent about, and it really has been the fact that she wants her children to have a father figure. That's why she agreed to the 50-50. It was Korra, make no mistake about it. I don't care what anybody tells you. It was Korra who agreed when they went to court after the 30 days restraining order. They went to court. It was the court who asked Korra, what would you want? Would you want him to have like continued visitation, monitored visitation? She said no, that she doesn't mind him having 50-50, but it was just the way she took the baby, Athena, away that just wasn't right. Not just even for her, for the newborn baby. That was what she was against. Other than that, she has no problem with the children having a relationship with their father. She was the one. If after that 30 days restraining order, Korra had insisted that she didn't want Justin to have access, or she wanted Justin to have monitored access to the children or whatever, accompanied access, trust me, they would have granted, because of the way he went about yanking a newborn baby out of her mom's breast. The court would have granted it because what he did was another form of abuse. Okay. But when he got the restraining order, guess what he did? He ran to social media, started lying, making up things, without telling them what he did, without telling them what he did. He started lying, he started making up all kinds of things just to gain public sympathy. This is not okay. And all of this, she was still quiet. She was still quiet until she realized that all this, her silence, is taking a toll on her reputation. And if you know an entertainer, a serious entertainer, all they have is their reputation. It is such a cutthroat industry. The entertainers are a dime a dozen. So for you to actually lose credibility on account of your own husband saying these things about you, it can cause serious damage. It was Korra who insisted, who agreed on 50-50 custody. It was Korra who agreed. If she had said no, especially considering the fact that Athena was just a newborn, no judge in this, I'm sure the judge was probably looking at her crazy, like, what's wrong with this woman? Why would you allow this man to have 50-50 custody of the newborn? But her reasons for wanting it was valid. And the judge was like, okay, if she had wanted to really rip those children off from Justin, if that was really what she wanted, she would have gotten what she wanted. Justin would have started with weekend visitation and then work his way through to maybe every other weekend or every other day or 3 days or whatever. Maybe if he had to work for the custody of his children, he wouldn't be so quick to go to court and start filing for ex partes. Maybe if you had to work for it, if they did it instrumentally, okay, so because of the things that you did, because of the way you yanked the baby out of the mother, a newborn baby, so such an irresponsible thing that you did, and as a result of that, we are going to allow you, maybe you can see the children every weekend, 2 hours every weekend, choose a day, Saturday or Sunday. And then he will go to court. And then after a while, he'll go to court and demand more time. And then they'll say, okay, you can have them on Friday and bring them back on Saturday. If to say them, if she had made him work for it, maybe he would have appreciated it more. But the fact that she gave him 50-50% right off the bat, she agreed to 50-50% right off the bat. That's where he has all this energy to want to ask for full custody, because now he knows that why even split custody with her when I can actually share, when I can actually get 100%? Why share custody when I can get 100% and double my income from social media? Like, seriously, if you honestly think that this man would not have run away if he wasn't making money from these children, then, my dear, something is wrong with you. The hate is just too much, guys. My people, the things when they see for my inbox, where people they send me, say, Jay, can you please talk about this? Can you please talk about, look at what I saw on Korra's social media. Look at somebody that called in. This is what they called in on a show to say. Look at what they are saying. We people saying, they're gonna deport her. They're gonna do this. They're gonna take everything. They're gonna take all the children. America not be Nigeria. America not be Nigeria. Okay? It not be Nigeria. You cannot impose your moral compass on somebody else. You can't do that. As long as she's not hurting those children, as long as she's not putting them in harm's way, as long as she's feeding them, loving them, giving them comfort, children they fall, things they happen. That's why even before now, like I see everything. Like I said, people send me things, videos of Justin Dean feeding the baby pepper. People sent it to me. About 4 people sent me that video. Another video of Justin Dean drinking beer while he was watching the children at a restaurant, knowing he had to take those kids home. People also sent me that video. It's not be everything when I see on social media, they talk. I have so many things that this man does that those who support him clearly ignore, that are very, very dangerous, that are unsafe, unsanitary, that can actually cause him to lose those children. But nobody's reporting, because for the most part, Korra supporters, they don't have the time to go and be reporting everything that he does. They don't have the time. If they can bring it up to his attention while he's live, they'll bring it up. In many cases, he blocks them. That's the reason why they take those things to Korra herself. Because if they cannot even communicate that with Justin on account of him blocking them, so the next best thing is to take it to Korra or bring it to me. I see a lot of things. That I will look at some of the people, I'm like, gosh. And these people, they have like Nigerian accents, they have like African accents, or is it the people that just have the dedicated platform on Facebook where they spill lies, they push lies, because those are what their audience want to listen to. Their audience want to hear all the negative things about Korra, how she's going to lose those children, how she's going to be deported, how she's never going to live in America. Those things help them because they've made up their mind that this person is evil and she doesn't deserve a fair shake. She doesn't deserve happiness. So they gather around where they hear all the things that can possibly happen to her that are bad. It makes them feel good. And they take those energies to other places where people are talking negatively about Korra and they push those same things there. The things that I see, my people, about this lady, the things that I get that people say about her, I'm just like, is there any other thing else that happened that I didn't know about? It's not just Africans, Black Americans too, Jamaicans too. It's not just Africans, eh? Black Americans, I see all of them on Justin's social media. Black Americans, Jamaicans, people from Barbados supporting Justin and just calling for Korra's head. I see them all the time. It's just the black race. The hate, the resentment that they have, especially now that they realize, or especially now that they found out that she actually paid him $50,000. I'm sure that the hate and the jealousy had quadrupled. Because before now, they're like, go, what are you doing on social media? But now that they have realized that, oh, there actually is money to be made on social media. She's actually making money. That one alone has now caused them to even double down on their hate for her. How dare you make money? How dare you make money on social media? So you can make all this money by doing what you do, by dancing naked because they say she dances naked, by exposing your body or whatever. Because of the jealousy, they themselves, first of all, they don't have the age, they don't have the body, they don't have the star personality, they don't have anything to pull off what Korra is pulling off. So how dare you? If I cannot do this, if I don't have the opportunity because of all the things that I just mentioned, you shouldn't be doing it either. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy. A lot of these things are just coming from hate and jealousy and resentment or whatever. People who want to be her, and you'll be amazed at those people. It's just crazy. Wishing that somebody, oh God. Ah, no, 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 no. Mm. No, 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 no. It's just too much. Hmm. And imagine all these people who have all these reasons to hate her, right? That's why you see that there are so many people who hate her. Like yesterday, I was talking about how somebody said, how can an African mother, how can an African mother be taking their children to the restaurant? That one is also a reason, oh, trust me, there are demographics of people who hate Korra because she takes her children to the restaurant to eat. Those ones, they their own. And then there will be those who will say she's always naked, she's always dancing naked, she's always doing this. Those ones too go they their own, oh. And then there will be those who have problem with her because she spoke out after her husband tried to tarnish her image on social media. Those ones also will be doing their own or won't come out. And then there will be others that will say, who does she think she is? Just jealousy for no reason. Those ones go just there. So imagine all these people, all these elements of people with different reasons why they hate Korra, all of them coming together to just to form one unique bond. It's amazing. It's sickening that all of this is happening. When I heard the conversation of somebody threatening a woman that you don't even know from a can of paint, you don't know this woman from anywhere. She not kill your picky throw inside well. She not do you anything. Just because she and her husband get problem, And then the man carry matter on social media. Korra was talking yesterday about how her dad knelt down and was begging Justin Dean. Her dad was begging Justin Dean at one time that she raised her hand up and she said, God, this will never happen. My dad will never kneel down and beg another man. She was talking about all of this. I'm coming to analyze that video. I'm coming to analyze that one too. How she paid for her wedding, how she did everything for herself. Because in our culture, because Korra is from Delta State and I'm from Edo State, we used to be the same state, Bender, right? In our culture, Edo and Delta, we don't charge a lot of money for bride price. We charge 24 naira. In Edo, we charge 24 naira. In Delta, they charge 20 naira or $20, depending on the currency. That's what we charge. We don't. People don't charge millions. Some of my sisters, my parents didn't even collect bride price. It was just like treat my daughters well. We don't charge a lot. So she was talking about how it's not as if he was made to pay a lot of money. Only 20 naira. I be $20 when he pay. That everything for the wedding was 50-50. So the problem, you guys have a preconceived idea in your head about what Justin is and what Justin's supposed to be. And now you guys are seeing that, oh, this lady has the audacity to expose this man and is basically changing your mindset and your narrative of what you really think about Justin. And you guys can't stand it. That is just what it is. Pure jealousy. That the audacity of this lady to come out and do what she does with such reckless abandon. She doesn't care. If you won't carry your head, hit something, carry and hit something. She's gonna live her life and cruise her cruise. You guys are just angry at her because she's literally living her life. She's living the life that you guys can't even imagine, the life that some of you envisaged for yourself. But she's making it a reality for herself. Instead of you to be so envious of her, why don't you take her as an inspiration? It can happen to anyone. This lady continues to get dragged every time. The hate just quadrupled after they realized that, so she actually paid this man 50,000. Something that this man never told them. Oh, he never told his lovers, his followers, that Korra paid him $50,000 as equalization money as part of the divorce settlement. He didn't say. But he will be acting and people will be like, oh, he's such an amazing. This is everything about this man is so money, so financially oriented, so financially motivated. He never told them the truth. He never told them. So now that's another fantasy that Korra has subsequently messed up for them. Because in their mind, this guy is such a good guy, so clean. He doesn't want anything from Korra. And then boom, Korra reveals that she paid him $50,000 for equalization money. And then the veil is off. And then they now see a part of it. And instead of them to use that information to take a careful look at who this man is, they turn it around and use it to start fighting Korra, double up on their hate towards her. Bimpe said, wait, her dad knelt down for, yeah, she said it. Let me see if I can even find the video, because she was live and I had a good sense to actually record it live, because the things that she was saying was very interesting. So I recorded it live and then come to find out she actually took out that video. She privated it later, but I already, because I was recording it live while she was doing it. Yeah, she said her dad knelt down to beg Justin when he was having one of his fits. Her dad knelt down to beg him to please, to reconcile. I remember the first time when they first came out, and Nancy was saying that she didn't sleep for a while. plus the time difference. Imagine the time that she'll be sleeping, which is like midnight. She was using it to settle fights. They didn't want any of this to come out. But Justin kept threatening he was going to go social media, was going to go public with it. Now everybody was begging Justin, because we know who we are. We Africans, we Nigerians. I won't even speak generally for Africans. Or I can just speak for we Bendel people. Okay? We Bendel people, we don't bring our issues out. Whatever it is that is going on, we deal with it inside. But then you have somebody, if by some misfortune you then marry somebody that is like for the streets, everything that happens must go to the streets. Now every day you go to the beg now, they need down the beg and say, I beg, don't go public with this. Don't take this to social media. Don't bring this out. Because it's not in our nature. It is not a common practice for us. We value privacy. Korra values privacy. That's the reason why I don't understand when people come for her the way that they do, as if she was the one that started all this. She was not the one that started all this. She wasn't the one that started all this. She did this when she finally came out to talk about her stuff. She did it because her reputation was being tarnished by this man. You don't carry 50,000, make you waka your waka. Your waka not let you waka. He's always circling all around bloggers and content creators all over Facebook, feeding them information to use to tarnish his ex. Now somebody go carry phone, call in. When you know say there is a possibility that he might find that video, because he's always there. He's always circling around people that support him. Now you go carry mouth, open mouth, talk say na only one bullet go do waiting, and you are a Nigerian person. Una force this woman, force her. She was not going to say anything. She was just going to let sleeping dog lie, according to her, because of her children. At the end of the day, they are tied together for life, forever and ever. They are tied together forever and ever. As long as they have those children, they will forever be in each other's lives. And I'm sure that was what she was taking into consideration, why she didn't just go guns blazing like he was doing. He was talking, he will come out, he will say all kinds of things. Accuse her of all manner of things. That it was really messing up her reputation. She had no choice than to come out and address what was going on. And then she addressed what was going on. And then people that were saying, you don't see, she's a narcissist. That's the reason why she's not talking. She knows she's guilty. That's why she's not talking. The minute she talked, those same people who were hounding her for not talking turned around and started saying, see, she's talking, she's bad, she's this and she's that. Like, she can't win. She keep quiet when I say it's guilt that is causing her to be quiet. She's speaking out. You guys are saying it's guilt that is causing her to speak. And now she really has been like, okay, after this espartame that he filed, she decided that, you know what? I'm just going to write a book. The book that I've been putting off, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to say everything. I'm going to say everything. It's just sad. It's just sad because the only reason why he wants those children is because of the money. Because of the money. Because of the money he stands to make. Imagine if he's only publishing them whenever he has them, and then when he doesn't whenever he has them, which is every other week, and then imagine when he has them full time. That means double or even triple whatever it is that he's making. So it's just the greed, the money. And let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson. Everybody, if you have greatness in you, and it's so sad for me to even say this, because I'm a strong advocate for people building their partners up. But it just seems like these days people are following you because of what they can get from you. A lady called me yesterday after I did my live video with Justin. Like, she called me and I was not with my phone, and then she left a long voice note. She was crying. And me now, if somebody is crying and if the tears is real, I will start crying too. Okay. I was listening to this woman's voice note and she was crying, relating her story to me about how the man that she married used her to get paper. The man used her to get paper. The man used her to get everything. And then the man tossed her out. And then the man is doing the same thing that Justin is doing to Korra now. This one are people where they're not their social media. Oh. These are just regular schmegler people. She was telling me that the man was doing the exact same thing. I felt so bad. I wish I could give her a hug. Because when she was crying, I started crying too. I felt so bad for her. These are regular schmegler people. She poured out her heart to me about what she was going through, how this man will call police all the time. That even sometimes, get this, whenever he wants to call police and maybe he doesn't know how to pronounce the address or whatever, he will drive to the police station and carry the police and bring them to the house. That was what that man was doing to her. So it's a random person that called me, that watches me. So I say all of that to say, I'm usually one of those people, I'm an advocate for people who want to, like I always say to people, build your husband, build your wife, grow together. You can't be doing well whilst your husband is slagging or whilst your wife is slagging. Because if that is the case, one of you will outgrow the other one. And guess who's going to outgrow the other one? The one with more money, the one with more success is going to outgrow the other one. So I will usually tell people, don't do that. Grow. When you're growing, when things are working for you, try to bring your partner along. That has always been my standing order. That has always been my belief. And that has always been the thing that I pushed. But now, seeing how some people just target other people because of what they can gain from you. Some people will dedicate years of their life. They will just do the math, do the calculation. They'll be like, okay, right now I'm 25 years old. From now to the next 3 years, I'm going to dedicate my time looking for somebody that is a star, that has star quality, somebody that I can use to propel myself to get to a place where I can become somebody, because I'm too lazy to do it by myself. They will just find somebody, they'll just target. And once they find their target, and Steve, you are out of here, go and play in traffic. And once they find their target, they will do everything to deceive, to mislead that person to get where they want to get to, where they want to be. As soon as they get there, they will show their true color. Some people will literally dedicate 10 years to achieve everything that they need to achieve on somebody else's sweat, on somebody else's back, because they lack the foresight, they lack the will to even do anything. So they want to piggyback off of somebody. They will dedicate their time, their life, piggybacking off of somebody. As soon as they get everything that they want, they will leave. They will start causing trouble. They'll start causing trouble so that you can pack up and live by yourself. And if you don't live by yourself, they will escalate it, whatever that means to them. Whatever that means to them. So for that reason, I'm going to rescind what I have always said, though. Be very, very careful now who you build with, because there are too many users out there. There are just too many users out there who are just looking for somebody that they are going to use to climb, to the next level of their life. And don't be that person. Don't be that person. Korra put up with so much at the hands of this man. Imagine watching your husband allegedly inject your newborn baby. Inject your new with substances that you don't know. And this is a man who is basically, oh gosh. Korra has never really said anything. The reason why I believe everything that comes out of Korra's mouth is because every now and then she will hint at things. Every now and then she will hint at things. There was one time where she said, "Not be my children, or it's not my children that you'll be using to do experiment." Now she has now said what one of those experiments was. She will hint at things. Like when you say things to me, I don't forget. So I try to read between the lines of things. And this is a man who portrays himself, who narrates himself and calls himself an inventor. You know, he's an academic, he's a teacher, he's an inventor. Like, who knows what? Imagine a newborn, anybody that watched that video of Korra pushing Athena out, and then imagine her sitting by as this man injects God knows what into the baby, because she's so far gone. She said it herself yesterday in one of the live videos that she did, that God only knows what would have happened. That God only knows what would have happened had she been with this man for another 6 months, that she would not have even been able to mention her name, to say her name. That there were days while she was married to him, there were days when she will wake up and she won't even know what day it is. She wouldn't even know what day it is. That was how mind fucked she was. What was it I said some days ago when I was doing a video about Justin Dean? When Justin Dean could not even remember what day of the week it is. He kept asking what day it is, what day it is. And I said to you guys, I said, that's not normal. That is not a normal thing for somebody to not know what day of the week it is. It's not a normal thing that happens to people. Who knows what he was doing to her that he was maybe accidentally doing to himself? Only God knows. Only God knows what he was doing to all these other people, doing to this woman that was having some kind of adverse effect on him, because now he's walking around not knowing what day of the week it is. Like, I was just like, that's not even a normal thing. That's not normal for you to not know what day of the week it is. That's a sign that you need to go out, make friends, go out, hang out with people. When your children are not with you, go out. Like, if you are intellectually stimulating yourself, having adult conversation, hanging out with adults, you will be so mushed in the brain. But when your children are with you, because there is nothing else left for you to do, forget all those ones that he's saying that he has a packed schedule where his children are not around, he's working. All those ones now mouth. All those ones now mouth, in my opinion. When your children are actually out there with their mother, and you have a healthy relationship, you have a healthy social life, you wouldn't be so confused about what day of the week it is. You wouldn't be confused about what day of the week it is. It didn't make any sense to me. I saw that video. I actually felt sorry for him. I was like, this is not normal. This is not a normal thing for you to wake up and not know what day of the week it is. It's not like you just woke up from the bed and picked up your camera. You've had time to actually come out. I'm sure you would have made coffee. You've had time to brush your teeth. I don't know if you brush your teeth. I don't know. But you would have had time between the time it took you from your bedroom to the living room where you started filming. You would have had some time to recollect yourself. But if you're still sitting down and you still don't know what day of the week it is, that is not normal. That means your social life is lacking. Hang out, find friends. I don't even know if he has friends. If you don't, make friends, hang out. Don't spend those days that your children are with your ex. Don't spend those days scrolling through, watching all of our videos, looking for something that you're going to use to make bogus claims, in my opinion. Don't be doing that. That is just crazy. You have to find things to stimulate your senses, stimulate your mind. Because if you are an inventor like you say you are, You should know that a mind is a terrible thing to waste. You have to engage in mental exercises that will help you, help you with your cognitive and all of that malarkey. Now, wait till me I see for inside be that too. So my question to all this, my comment to all these people that are just pushing hate on Korra, unless of course you guys can say, if you guys can give us the date and the time when Korra personally did something to you guys that had nothing to do with Justin. No. Unless of course you guys can actually say that. My suggestion, my advice to you guys is to like stay away. Make una not go using a head to carry waiting up on our own. Because this hate, it's not making any sense at this point. It's just not making sense. For you to be so resentful of somebody that you've never met. I know that there is envy or whatever, but this one is just way too much. This one has gone way too far. Let me see some comments. Rachel says Korra made a point yesterday on her live when she said, "Let's take a drug test. I'll pee now." Yeah, I didn't watch that, but it takes a certain level of confidence to say that I'll pee now. You said pee. Make we test. Make we see who go pass and who go fail. That's like a kick-ass level of confidence that not a lot of people can even say with their chest. Rosemary Bibi says, "Me too. I was married with such a man and I knew what she's going through. I understand it perfectly well. He don't even love those children. He just used them for attention and money." I will say this until the day I take my last breath. Not even Korra can convince me that that man loved those children. They are all just a means to an end for him. A way for him to make money, a way for him to live life without even putting in the work. Tell me what kind of job he's ever going to do that will give him the amount of money that he makes when he shoved those children in front of the camera. If he wants, I already dared him before, I already challenged him before that he should post for 1 month, just post about his chiropractic job, nothing else. Don't bring Junie or Athena in front of the camera. Just post about your treatment, quote unquote treatment, all the things that you do that you're so proud of. Just post them and see how much money you make from that. So it is my understanding that there is nothing he can do that will give him the kind of money that he makes from showcasing those children, from using those children as basically a sweatshop, children working in a sweatshop. Hmm. Uni says, "I'm assuming this based on what she said, that her dad knelt down to beg Justin, that maybe she would have left him all this while if her family weren't begging them to reconcile." Yeah, there's something that she was starting to say. She actually stopped. She stopped short of saying that. And me, I know when the thing don't really vex her now, she said she was starting to say that he used my family to do something, and then she stopped. She was starting to say that and then she stopped. So there is a lot that went down that me, just based on my knowledge of how people are, I can see it from a mile away. She presents all of the signs of a woman abused. She presents all of the signs. To me, she does. To me, she does. Even down to sometimes taking up for him. Even in all of this, she angered some of her followers a few weeks ago now, when she was telling people, shutting people up, telling people to leave Justin alone, that she and Justin are both doing a wonderful job. On her way from Nigeria, when she was in Qatar, she was transiting in Qatar airport. She was still defending this man. She presents the behavior, the characteristic, the traits of an abused woman to a T. To a T. Hmm. Let me see, because I need to start going. Oh, this video is already long enough. Yeah, I guess that Uni says, I guess that got into the low lies, big head, and arrogance. Yeah, I gonna say, look at me. I must be something, for all these Africans to be kneeling down and begging me. I must be something. I think they were just begging because they already realized that this man is going to drag them. They already know his personality. They already know the kind of person that he is, and so they already know that he's going to drag them. You know, and if you look at the whole situation, Korra and her sisters are all married, right? Korra's sisters are all married, and marriage is obviously very important. That's another thing. When people are trashing her and saying she doesn't want to be married or whatever, it just makes me laugh because it's very obvious that marriage is very, very important to these people. Perhaps they wanted to save the relationship. They also didn't want him dragging their name in the mud, because by then they would have known the kind of person that their daughter brought home. So at that point, they're just like, gosh, please, so please, 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 don't do this, don't do this. Would have been a number of reasons why the man was begging for peace to reign. After all, the sister said, I remember that time when all of this first came out, the sister said that she kept late nights. It was almost affecting her own marriage because she was busy settling fights with Korra and Justin. That it was almost affecting her own marriage. You know. So people tried, they just wanted peace to reign, I believe it was. They just wanted peace to reign. But the man, he had no take now, because he was dead set on what he wanted to do. He already had a plan by that point. It's either, if I cannot be successful like you without you, then I'm just going to burn the whole place down. His mind was already dead set on that. Even if you go back to some of their videos, there are even times blocked. Vicky, whatever your name is, blocked. There were even times when, what was I even saying? I lost my train of thought. So they were trying to work things out. It is what it is. Anyway, my people, let me get going. Okay, so I was talking about, if you go back to their old videos before all these things happened, there were times when, after they had fought, Korra did not want to talk, but Justin wanted to come out and tell everybody that he and Korra just fought. Korra didn't want to say anything, but he would come out trying so hard that she would even be trying to like restrict his mouth and block his mouth and cover his mouth from not saying anything. He just wanted to say things. He just wanted to say everything that was going on, but she didn't want that because she was a private person, and you can't actually be that. You can't be private and manage what you put outside about yourself and still be a social media influencer. It can work, but then you have to have a partner who does not have an ulterior motive. By the time he realized that I can actually make money on my own, I can piggyback of Korra, he wasn't even interested in the marriage anymore. It's just so unfortunate. On that note, you guys, this is what I'm going to end this, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I will come back later. I am not done talking about Korra and Justin for today. Let me get some work done and I will be back. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Please, before you leave, can you do me a solid and hit the like button? It helps this video get recommended. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys shortly. Bye.